Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0, and we're going to be continuing on with Fallout New Vegas. Last time we were doing a couple missions. We managed to get the technique from the Red Cons for the unarmed technique. Sold them a whole bunch of recipes, and came out with it with that technique. Also did some side missions over in Freeside. So I'm actually going to start off by heading over in this direction, and I've never actually bought anything from their armory, so I'm not really 100% sure where that is.
One, two,
But
three. How much ass did you have to kick to get Papa Khan to like you so much?
we can tell Jerry the Punk that the Fallers did agree to actually take him on.
He did? Oh, that's great. Thank you. I'm out of this crummy camp.
Alright, so now the question is, where is their armory? Because I've never really purchased anything from them before. So I'm not sure if it's up in the tents or if it's just someone else just kind of standing around or what. But let's take a quick look, see what we can find.
I'm glad our brothers have returned from Boulder City.
Probably just going to be some named NPC, not just a random Great Khan just sitting around, so... Let's see what we can find here. I do kind of find it a little bit funny that the tents have doors on them, but you can't go in any of the tents with doors on them. There's a whole bunch of people over here. I don't know if any of these people are.
Hey.
Jessup, who was over in with the NCR, and we managed to talk them into giving them their freedom. Don't think that he's going to be the one that deals with the armory. Let's see here.
I'm glad our brothers have returned home from Boulder City.
Yeah, so it was from Boulder City that they came back from. Just more random wandering around Great Khans. I'm not really sure where this armory is supposed to be. Well, not gonna worry too much about it, because we do have a couple other things that we can run and do right now. I'm actually just gonna check up here and see if it isn't possibly up in this area.
Hey. First recon butchers are in the field again. I'd love to head down to Forlorn Hope and show them we haven't forgotten.
Well, we do have some magazines in here, which will actually be nice to have, because I might be able to use those and basically just kind of pick up the last couple of their recipes that I still
Share
need
a
to give
whiskey
them.
with me sometime?
But yeah, I do not know where they have their armory at. I don't know if someone in here deals with it, but
You honor the great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you? Until next time.
It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
yeah, I don't.
Farewell.
I don't think Carl is going to have access to their weaponry.
You should have been with us in our glory days. You'd have loved it.
Well. Let's just fast travel back over to the lab.
Hey,
Okay, yeah, so I can still give him the survival one. So let's go ahead and read my brand new Lad's Life magazine that I just happened to find lying around.
hey, what? Right up. Grootalicious.
Alright. So how about a little pick-me-up? I hope that he actually gives me some of the Hydra that I just taught him how to make.
Here you go. This'll give you some zing.
No, it's just Psycho. Okay. Let's see what you have
Oh,
for
you're
sale.
buying. Cool.
And he does have some Hydra now. How many Hydras do I actually currently have? I've got 5, so I've got plenty for now. Slasher, rocket. Yes, I think I'm okay for now on that. And I completely forgot to go sell my jumpsuits.
Take.
So I'm just carrying around 20 pounds of extra weight. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and head back over in this direction, over to the strip. So now that I'm back here, I can actually check and see if they've got my tape ready.
Hey, what can I get?
Is the holotape ready yet?
Yep, here you go. You'll need to use a terminal to upload the data to the robot.
Alright, great.
Thanks for stopping in.
So that's good. And the other thing that he does offer is you can actually get a passport from him to enter the strip. And the nice thing is that it's only a fraction of what you need to pass the credit check. Now the credit check is it's not terrible with 2,000 caps, but still, if you like just spent all your money and you want to get into the strip so that you can start gambling, well, I think it's 500, or you can possibly talk him down to like 250 for the passport, and that'll let you get into the strip permanently as well. But let's go ahead and upload this computer program into the Protectron, and that should take care of all of the entertainment that the Atomic Wrangler wanted. Looks like all the rats are still taken care of. Alright.
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting for duty.
That is a mouthful. Let's just shorten that to Fisto.
Yes, sir. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
What? No.
I am programmed for your pleasure. Please assume the position.
My pleasure is for you to work at the Atomic Wrangler.
Fisto will report to the Atomic Wrangler for further orders.
Alright, report to the Atomic Wrangler. James Garrett is your new owner.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Alright. So that is everyone that they were wanting. So now I can actually head into the strip, take care of their former bounty hunter, and then sell all of the vault suits that I've been carrying around. And then we can actually start seeing about dealing a little bit with the kings and getting their little quests kind of started there. And then after I get a couple of levels, I might actually start one of the DLCs, because I do kind of like to start Old World Blues typically around level 15 or so. Because if I remember correctly, that is like the recommended level that they suggest for it.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
So luckily, this bounty hunter guy is going to be just right in here. And he just kind of hangs out right over here next to the Gamora.
Hello. Huh. So the Garretts sent you to track me down. What a joke.
I'm here to collect McCaffrey. No one crosses the Garrett twins.
I'd rather not waste the ammo, kid. But if you insist, draw.
Hey!
Alright, so just gonna hit him with a couple uppercuts. Alright, so everyone saw that. He shot at me first. Just take all of his stuff. Alright, so it's a nice quick little set of caps that I'll earn from that, and then let's head on over to Vault 21 and see if I can't get rid of all of these extra vault suits. Alright.
Good to see you again.
So let's hear more about the items that it's
I have
sold.
all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
Do you still need more vault suit?
If you could bring me vault suits, I would so make it worth your while. I mean, really. But it has to be good leather, okay?
So if I want to make that speech check, that's another 15 that I need. Do I have... So I have a meeting people. So that right there is plus 10. And then I can take Mentat, which is another plus 1. Not quite there. So, Bounty Hunter's Duster is another plus 1. The Sleepwear is another plus 1. So if I do Sleepwear, how much does that raise my speech up by? So that's plus 2 points. So if I also do some alcohol, so that gives you another plus 2. So that gives me 46. So that gives me just enough to make that speech check, I think.
Good to see you again. I have all...
I wasn't paying attention. So it was actually 25 that I needed, not 15. Oh well. It sucks, but It's just a lot of stuff that I wasted to attempt that. Alright.
Good to see you again.
Let's just get all of this sold.
You do? That's wonderful. Let me see what you brought. All right. That's gonna net you lots of caps, my friend. Do you want to trade all your vault suits right now?
Yeah, I would like that.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
Alright, so it looks like she didn't take the utility jumpsuits.
Well, well. If it isn't...
Let's see what you have for sale.
Take a look at this.
Alright, so... yeah, she doesn't really have anything that I would want anyway. But I can sell all the utility jumpsuits. And the bounty hunter duster is actually probably something I kind of want to hold on to. Then caravan shotgun, I can go ahead and sell that. And do I have anything that's just going to be for selling? So I have the pre-war money, but the pre-war money doesn't weigh anything, so that's not really too much. But I can get rid of all this ammo. And we can call
Pleasure
it there.
doing business with you. Okay, see you soon.
Well, other than the fact that her voice just changed for that one line. Alright, I think we're good. So let's go ahead. We can head back over to the Atomic Wrangler, and depending on who's awake, whether it's James or his sister, we can turn in some quests and get some money out of it. And then we can head right over to the Kings and we can start that quest up. Alright. So I do still need to go to the Lucky 38 for a meeting with Mr. House. But Mr. House has been waiting for about 200 years, so it's not going to kill him to wait a couple days, maybe some weeks, a month. Just however long it takes me to kind of get over and talk to him. Alright, so around this area, thugs do kind of like to
Come to the Silver Rush
try to
for
jump
all your
out at you,
energy
but
weapon needs.
they never have like any armor on, and they have like super basic or simple weapons, so they're never really a threat. Oh good, both of them are here.
Welcome back. What can I get you?
Took care of McCaffrey.
Yes! Where's his hat?
Right here.
This is great news. No one screws with the Garrett twins and gets away with it. I need to find a place on the wall for this. And for your reward, here's 150 caps. I trust there were also some valuables on McCaffrey. Also, we would like to set you up with a room. You can have the corner room, rent-free. It was McCaffrey's. Now that he's dead, we're happy to let you use it. Thanks for helping us.
Alright. So that's good because that gives me another place that I can sleep for free. When I actually go and talk to Mr. House, I do get a penthouse over there as well, which is another place to sleep for free. But seeing as I don't really like to do that quest pretty early, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But I'd like to see what you have on tap.
Caps up front. We don't do tabs here.
I know, because I just collected all the tabs that you had out. Oh, I can take some Nuka-Cola.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Alright.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Let's see here. Well, I found your sex bot that you were looking for.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years. For my customers, I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit.
thing is, Fisto's a heavy-duty piece of equipment, built to last.
You're right, you're right. Something like this. It's worth a little extra because it's gonna keep on satisfying you. Those disgusting fetishists, I mean. Something wrong with someone if they got a fucking machine.
Alright, Fisto is already programmed to respond to your commands.
It is? It will? My god, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
Alright. You wanted a smooth talker for an escort? I found one.
And who would that be?
Santiago's your man.
That honey-mouthed son of a bitch? Fine. At least left to shut up occasionally. Those pretty lips of his are gonna see more traffic than a Brahmin trail in low summer.
Alright. And I actually found you an escort who's a ghoul and a cowboy.
Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start?
Her name is Beatrix, and she can start immediately.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? We might not even notice the difference. Looks like that gives us a full roster of new ass to sell. Good work. Enjoy the bonus.
Alright, and goodbye.
Yep.
Alright, so got us a new level up. And I go ahead and take my survival and my unarmed both up to 75 points. Let's see here. So most of my other weapon skills aren't really needed as much, but I do still want to get the pack rat feet. Or perk. So medicine is good at 65 for now. Let's see, so let's bump barter up the full 8 points. And so purifier is good, but chemist is also kind of what I want. And that's just because with chemists, any of the chems that I take last twice as long. But purifier is good because all of my melee and unarmed attacks deal bonus damage to a lot of the more difficult creatures to kind of deal with, like Deathclaws. Let's see here. So what else would I be picking up at level 14? So jury rigging is a great perk, especially if you have like specialty weapons and stuff, because it's much easier to repair those with that. Better criticals, probably not gonna ever get the enough perception to actually make that work, but that's level 16 anyway, so not really missing out. But unstoppable force, that is another good one because that's additional damage through blocks. Yeah, so I might need to take my barter down and pump all those points back into melee weapons, just so that I can try to get more damage onto enemies through their blocking, because for some reason enemies just really love blocking in this game. Yeah, so my next level is probably going to be for chem resistant and paralyzing palm. Don't really need ninja because I seem to be doing some pretty good damage so far, so that level 20 might actually be okay for picking up an additional perk from lower levels. So alright, well, we're gonna go ahead. Adamantium Skeleton's also really good because that's 50% less damage to my limbs. Well, I mean, I've got Hydra for that, so. And then Chemist doubles the length of time that my Hydra lasts. So I'll just take Chemist for now.
The fiends have been less organized with Motor Runner gone. Good riddance.
Alright, well, now that I've got the corner room to myself, oh, there's my light switch. Alright. It's not pretty, but we can store stuff in here, so let's go ahead and start storing. So, Wise Golf Club, I'm going to store that. I'm going to go ahead and store the baseball bat because I've got enough other weapons that I can really not need to worry about it. Store my sleepwear in here as well. And I don't really think I have anything that's going to weigh anything for miscellaneous. Then we've got the aid stuff, and all the aid stuff is gonna weigh me down quite a bit. So I'm all the way down to 4 purified waters, so I might want to check around and see if I can't possibly buy more. Even though I do have all the fresh fruits and everything, probably want to buy some more water. Actually, while I'm here, why don't we just rest for a couple hours? Get the health back up. So it's 10 o'clock. Sleep until 6:40 in the morning. There we go. Now well rested, but I'm probably also, yeah, thirsty as heck. And I also need some food, so go ahead and eat one of all of my fresh items. That takes my H2O all the way down to 99, so then we can just drink 1 purified water and should be good. So, let's see, does it tell me how long for the Hydra? It does not. That doesn't tell me how long. What about Psycho? Doesn't tell me how long. Alright. Well, it kind of sucks that I don't know exactly how long it's going to last, but it should now be twice as long.
What's up?
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
Yes, I'd like to see the king if possible.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
5 caps, there you go.
What, do I look like a beggar to you? Take a hike, cheapskate.
Both sides require a key. Well, I mean, if you're begging me for money to go in and just meet the person in Freeside, I mean, that kind of does make you a beggar, so...
Look who's back.
Fine, here's 50 caps.
You know what? I think you and the... Head on through. The king's the...
I'll come back for my money later.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you might have some work for me.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
I'm listening.
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
Yes.
Good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
Alright, so... Now that I think about it, I did collect all the bounties
It can be bought. It can be
on
founded.
all of the fiends. So I don't know if I still have to go talk to Little Buster or if he just kind of leaves on his own once that's done. And if he does, I don't see him over here because he has a special bladed gauntlet that he runs around with. So let's go ahead, talk to Oris.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will.
Alright, how much for your services?
200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Okay, I'll hire you.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
So, for someone in metal armor, he sure does move pretty quickly.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
Oh, 3 instant impact. That's actually pretty good.
Is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever knew. Up ahead on the next block is where the king's hang.
We've got stuff we're not
Let
even
them
allowed
scare
to
you.
sell,
They don't
people.
outnumber you
Only
5 to
at
1.
Nick and Ralph's.
You okay there? Yeah,
Down to
so
the
with
right here is the fun part of town.
the
You haven't seen
metal armor,
Freeside.
you typically take a
You're
negative
right
point to
away.
agility. But for some reason, he's moving pretty quick.
Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Now he's moving even faster.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you...
Hey, you only fired 3 shots. There are 4 guys there.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Or you just faked the whole thing to drum up repeat business?
That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving.
Just not enough barter. After you.
Stay close. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
So, let's examine the body with medicine. So, the thug is still alive and just pretending to be dead. Same with that one. Same with that one. And same with that one. So, he did not even probably hit even a single one of those guys.
Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you?
Alright, well. I guess that was just a con man, and he only takes you a short distance. It's just from that side to that side. Oh well. let's go ahead. Coming back for you.
What do you have for me?
Horace is a fraud. He fakes attacks on his clients and then plays hero.
So that's how it happens. Okay then. I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
All right, I'll head over right away.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
All right.
What's up?
Come to Mick and Ralph's.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Camp McCarran. Let's see if I can't talk to Little Buster and let him know that I've cleared out all the bounties. Because he does have an unarmed weapon that is special. He's normally here punching this, but I don't see him over here. Is he just hiding or something? This whole place looks pretty deserted. Never mind, I found one guy.
Hello. First recon's at Camp 4.
I do not see Little Buster anywhere. Which I do actually kind of find it a little bit funny that Little Buster is a bounty hunter, yet he stays in Camp McCarran the entire time as you go out and you hunt his bounties.
Perimeter's been quiet since you left. The fiends are running. Right.
He doesn't have anything to say about Little Buster. I don't see him in any of the tents. I don't know where he's at. He might have just headed off, but I don't know why he's not over in Freeside if he isn't here. Huh. Well, I can't seem to find him. So maybe I just have to wait a little bit longer for him to finally show up over there. Because he also wears metal armor, so he sticks out pretty well. I just can't seem to find him. Oh well. Alright, I guess we're gonna head back over to the Strip. Alright, so the king was saying something about people in the old Mormon fort waking up after having been attacked, so we're gonna head in there and we're gonna see what that's all about. should be these guys in here.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to look into your attack.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
What can you tell me?
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say.
Do you remember anything about the people who attacked you?
They were big guys, young too. No old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
I gotta get going.
I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did. Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
That true? Did the king really send you?
He did. And anything you could tell me about what happened might help?
I don't really know what else I can add. There were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Every bit helps. Thanks.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. It might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Alright. So... sounds like he's got... or these three guys here got attacked by possibly the NCR.
Hi, do you need assistance?
I forgot. I still need to tell her about James, okay?
That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garrett twins.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
You get your chems and can help anyone who gets addicted.
True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction, recovery, and relapse would remain.
They just need tech support and raw materials.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
Alright. Let's talk about Freeside.
What did you want to know?
What's all the fuss about the water pump?
Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good.
Alright.
What did you want to know?
So, things seem pretty rough here in Freeside.
More than rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
Alright, you said something about helping addicts?
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Alright. Tell me about Bill.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
Alright, tell me about Jacob.
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Alright, I'll see what I can do to help him.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Alright. Where should I start looking?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
Alright, let's talk
about
something
else. What do you
else.
want to talk about?
If I wanted to calm things down in Freeside, where would I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Alright, goodbye. Alright, so we can try to help Jacob and Bill. So Jacob, I believe, is going to be over in this direction here. But if memory serves, I believe he's currently addicted to specific chems that are sold by this guy here named Dixon. And his stuff is basically like, it's basically a worse version of whatever you would normally get.
You have chems, buddy? I could really use a fix.
Julie Barkas says you could use some help.
Julie's a saint, but I don't need help. I feel young and strong, as long as I get my chems.
You look pretty bad, Jacob. You should probably stop using chems.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait.
Who's supplying you?
If I had 2 caps to scrape together, I'd buy the materials to make my own. My damn hands won't stop shaking. This guy named Dixon. Something about him seems sketchy, but I can't stop now. Last time I stopped, I felt like I was gonna turn inside out. At this point, I'm mostly buying his stuff just so I don't feel sick. Speaking of which, do you have any spare caps?
I need to get going.
Bye.
Alright. So, let's talk to Dixon here.
Looking for a fix, man? I got what you need.
Do you know anything about Bill or Jacob?
Yeah, man. Those cats are out of their domes addicted to my shit. They can't get enough. Pretty hilarious to watch.
Alright, need you to stop supplying them.
Really? Ah, you're such a saint. You know what? I might be willing to stop, if there's something in it for me.
So the NCR is supplying you with cheap chems to keep Freeside down?
Wait, man. You can't go around saying shit like that. Okay, I get your point. You won't have to worry about me supplying those 2 anymore.
Goodbye.
Later.
Alright.
So you're back. Got any chems for me yet?
I took care of the dealer. Now you can clean up.
What? I need a fix now!
I want to help you get well, Jacob.
Fine. If you really care so much, then give me some shots of Fixer to calm down these shakes. I'm gonna need at least 10 shots to get me through the week. From there, the followers should be able to help.
10 speech too low, 10 science too low.
Later.
Let me see if I can find a way to quickly just bump those up. So it's speech. I already used my only Meeting People magazine because my math was off. But I do have the Programmer's Digest for an additional
So you're back.
Here we go. Alright, so combination of Fixer, Psycho, and Buff Out would do it in one shot.
Never thought about using that combination before. Should be able to get through this with that.
I've got the detox chems you need.
Thank God. I thought I was gonna die if you didn't come back soon. I'm gonna head to the Followers' Fort to get some rest and detox. You've saved my life, friend.
Alright. So that's one guy taken care of. Now I just need to go and help Bill. And I can also report over to the Kings about what the guys said about the people that attacked him. Most likely be an NCR, but from what we got from Julie, most likely
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
some people from the Kings have been harassing the NCR. I don't know if he knows about that yet.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your
But
energy
we also
weapon
need
needs.
to think that the NCR is also looking to make trouble with the locals of Freeside because they're obviously doing some type of shakedowns or something.
You seen Dixon around? He said he'd be back today.
Alright, if I can get another Meeting People magazine, that'll make this easy.
Yes.
I don't think I have any party time mentats, which would be a huge boost to my charisma. So and then I left all my charisma stuff back over. Well, let's see if I can go find a Meeting People magazine to possibly get this situated.
I hear you, but bye.
Let's see who might have a Meeting People magazine.
You want someone dead? Really?
Let's go talk to the king real quick and let him know.
Have you found anything out?
Alright, local men were attacked by soldiers, one of them identified by rank.
Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to... Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Alright.
I heard that some of the bosses of the Fiends were killed.
No, what you heard was all the bosses of the Fiends were killed. Alright, well, let's head back on over to New Vegas Clinic and see if Dr. Usanagi
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
possibly has a magazine for me.
Very well.
No. Alright, well, that sucks.
Take.
And today's position, fixing things, that's not what I need. And I don't see any others over here. Alright, well, luckily we're right next to the Crimson Caravan Trading Company. And we can see if they possibly have a magazine for sale that I need, so let's see what you got.
Hey there. Can do.
Alright. So, do you have? Nope, you do not have meeting people, but you do have some water, which I can use. Go ahead and sell just all of the bleak venom because I don't need it. Sell the sneak magazine too. And I'm gonna check their camp real quick and just see if they don't possibly just have a magazine just kind of laying around. This place doesn't have one. Do we have one in here? Got some books. Got a safe. True police stories. It's not the one that I need. Let's check over in that one and see if...
I'll believe that the fiends are gone when they stop their raiding and pillaging.
I can't even enter this one over here. Alright, so yeah, so this is the last one I can check. Hopefully this has the magazine in it. Nope, another sneak magazine. That kind of sucks. Alright, well.
The fiends are running for their lives. That'll show everyone what we do to our enemies.
Alright, so with that, I can actually try to continue looking for the magazine down at Good Springs, because Good Springs does actually have a couple different things. They have both Chet and they also have Judy, don't remember, but they do have two different people that could possibly sell the magazine. So let's head on down that way, because now I've got plenty of food, plenty of water.
I'm glad that business is over. Got a special discount.
Alright, so do you have... No, you do not have meeting people. Alright.
Be careful.
Well, Chet, do you have a meeting people magazine? I don't know if you normally have one in your inventory, but...
You looking to buy some supply? And
I know that you do normally have some kind of magazines in your inventory, but you do not have a meeting people. Alright, let's...
Take it easy now.
That's great. Alright, well... Let's head down to Prim. Alright, see if Nash has a meeting people magazine.
Heard it was you brought the law back to print. Sure, have a look.
Alright. Do you have a meeting people magazine? No, you do not. Alright, well... Well, that sucks. Alright, well... Do we have the deserters from the NCR in here?
What are you doing here? This is our casino, punk.
Punk? That's my line.
Huh. You've got moxie, buddy. But we don't take kindly to tourists on our turf. 100 caps should cover this trip into our territory.
Your turf? I guess the news hasn't reached you yet, but Prem has law again.
Fuck. We lose again. We heard Prim was ripe for the picking, so figured we could come here and shake down some of the suckers. We weren't expecting a sheriff here. We're just trying to put as many miles from NCR as we can. We don't want to be anywhere near New Vegas when the Legion crosses the river.
It doesn't sound like things have gone to plan.
Our luck has gone south since we lost all of our money gambling in Vegas. We didn't go AWOL from duty to become raiders. But we've seen what the Legion does to people that survive their battles. We wanted to be gone before the fighting starts. And we heard there may be some safety up in New Canaan.
Why not just turn yourselves in?
No fucking way. We're deserters now. The NCR isn't gonna throw us a ticker tape parade for going home.
Well, they do have a few more troops than the four of you.
No biggie there. We've been avoiding the patrols and staying low-key until this mess.
It would be safer to run and find some place to hide.
Maybe you're right. Come on, boys. Let's get the hell out of here before the law shows up.
Alright, so the good thing about that is now the casino should be open in a couple of days. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of continue on with what I was doing of looking for a magazine. So let's head down to Mojave Outpost. This is actually kind of a double tap here because I can actually see if there's a trader, just a traveling trader, that I can possibly trade with. There we go. Because he could possibly have the magazine.
Hey there. Sure.
Alright. Do you have a meeting people? Of course not. Alright. Well, I can head over here and head over to where they have their drinks and stuff and see if she has a Meeting People magazine.
Patrolling the Mojave?
Background? Take a look.
Alright, do you have... No, you do not. Alright.
Almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Well, let's fast travel over to Novak. Let's see if the doctor here has possibly anything. And if she doesn't, I can just sleep in my bed. And then when I wake up, I can try the Dinky Dinosaur. Let's just do that now, because I don't see the doctor out and about, so just sleep until they would normally be up at work. So I would say about 10 o'clock. Alright. So, is she now traveling around? It looks like she is. Alright, so hopefully she has a magazine, and if she does not...
What can I do for you? Yeah.
We can see if there is a traveling trader. Which she does not, so... just go ahead and eat some grilled mantis and drink some water. There we go. All right. So, yeah, traveling merchants will typically stand around in this area here, but I don't see any, so most likely means that there's no merchants over here. So let's talk to This guy here, the Dynamite gift shop.
Welcome back.
See what you got for
Sure
sale.
thing.
Do you have... Yes, alright, finally. Someone that has the magazine I want. Alright, well, since I'm here, do you have anything else that I possibly could want? Alright, I don't see any weapons that he has. Alright, well, 20 caps isn't too bad. Let me check the upgrades on my chainsaw and see if it needs the teeth. Alright, so... No, it's got the teeth and the chain, so I think all it needs is just the body, which I currently do have in my inventory, so... Reduces its weight by 8, so it is now 12 pounds instead of 20. Alright. Let's go ahead, put this back in here. Alright. And should be good. So now, head back up into Vegas. No, not the gun runners. I want the gate. There we go. Alright.
Had enough?
I mean, just run out of nowhere and attack me, and then I hit you once and you try to run away. It's not gonna go well for you. Alright,
If it can be bought, it can be founded.
so let's go ahead and talk to Bill Ronte now and see if we can't get him to
You want someone dead?
sober up.
Really dead?
Hopefully
Stop.
all I need is just the 50, because if I need more than that, it's gonna require a whole other level up of just like pumping skill points into my speech, and I really don't want to do that because I would rather be filling something else up. Alright, well, let's read this meeting, people.
Come on, man, I'm dying.
Alright, Bill, Julie and the rest of your friends miss you. They need your help.
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This is going on too long.
Alright. So, thankfully, that was all that I needed. And we can now return to Julie and let her know that
Hungry?
I have gone ahead and basically saved the 2 addicts that she was worried
If
about.
it can be bought, it can be founded. Mick and Ralph's.
And I can also ask her about what's going on with the NCR and the locals. And we will do all of that on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose, and I look forward to seeing everyone on the next episode.